In order to access the battery of a Galaxy S24 Ultra or any other Samsung device, you need to remove the back glass first, hitting the back of the device for at least 20 seconds on the highest setting on my heat gun. Then using a suction cup, you can see you create a small gap between the back glass and the frame of the device. The next step is to insert a guitar pick between the back glass and the frame of the device. After that, I simply move the guitar pick around right and left in order to detach the back glass from the frame of the device. You should always hit the area where you're going to work next because it is going to make it easier to remove the back glass without cracking it. So Galaxy S24 Ultra, S24 Plus, Galaxy S24, this is exactly the same thing you need to do in order to remove the back glass safely without cracking it and then access the battery. So before you can see the battery, you need to remove the wireless charging coil which is on top of the battery. I removed all the screws at the bottom of the device, on the loudspeaker, and also in the front speaker at the top of the device. The front speaker has a flex cable connected to the motherboard. You should disconnect that flex cable before you remove the front speaker. After that, you can simply disconnect the flex cable for the wireless coil, and then you can pull the wireless coil and it is gonna come off with the loudspeaker. The first cable to disconnect is the battery cable. This is the one that I disconnected first. After that, you need to disconnect all the other flex cables that are connecting the motherboard and the charging module at the bottom of the device. All these cables are also on the way directly on top of the battery. In order to remove the battery, you need to remove all those cables. The 5G antenna at the left of the device also need to be removed just to make sure that it doesn't get damaged while trying to remove the battery. Okay, now that everything has been removed, the battery is visible and there is nothing on top of the battery or near the battery. You need to peel off the blue plastic that is on top of the battery. You're going to see that it is a little bit sticky. Next, you need to do the same thing on the smaller pull tabs. One is at the top and the other one is at the bottom of the blue pull tab. The next step is to pull hard and remove the battery. Here's the Galaxy Z Fold 5. This one has a much smaller battery than the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Here also I did the same thing. I removed the blue pull tab and I started to pull on it while firmly grabbing on the device, making sure that the device does not move. So in theory, this is what is going to happen. You simply need to pull on the blue pull tab and the battery is gonna be loose and you can remove the battery. The battery of this Galaxy Z Fold 5 was indeed very easy to remove. The partner of this video is Mint Mobile. I have Mint Mobile on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. If you go on trymintmobile.com/earthbit, you will see this page with the promotion that they have currently. You can get the unlimited plan for $30 and the lowest plan that they have is $15. They do offer eSIMs so that you can get a plan within minutes. So back to the Galaxy S24 Ultra, here you have the same size pull tab. The blue is exactly the same size as the Galaxy Z Fold 5, but the size of the battery is different. So here it is a lot more difficult to simply pull the pull tab and remove the battery. You might need more force to remove this battery because of the size of the battery and the size of the double-sided tape on the back of the battery. And also the pull tab, the blue plastic is very short and it is difficult to grab and pull firmly. So I can say that while pulling the battery on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, I was a little bit scared to break the screen or break the frame, but I think that the frame and the screen are strong enough in order to withstand the force needed in order to pull the battery out. So if you pull and pull and pull, it doesn't work, you can use a little bit of alcohol which can help removing the battery. Using the alcohol, you need a few drops of alcohol that you need to put on the right side or left side of the battery. When the battery has been in contact with alcohol for 1 to 2 minutes, it will be easier to remove. So here with this Galaxy S24 Ultra, I didn't use any alcohol and also I didn't use any heat. I simply pulled and pulled and pulled and the battery started to get moving. So for this Galaxy S24 Ultra, I pulled the battery for 4 minutes in total. After pulling for 4 minutes, the battery started to get moving, and after that, I can simply remove the battery out of the frame of this S24 Ultra. The Galaxy S24 Ultra has a battery capacity of 5000 mAh, which is a good battery size for the flagship smartphone from Samsung. This is the new vapor chamber for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This one is bigger than the S23 Ultra, and it is going to increase the heat dissipation of your Galaxy S24 Ultra. Better heat dissipation simply means that better performance for your smartphone. After you remove your old battery on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, you simply need to add some double-sided tape on the back of the new battery. If the double-sided tape is already pre-installed on the back of the new battery, peel off the protecting film on the back of the double-sided tape and you reinstall the battery inside your Galaxy S24 Ultra. It is going to work without you doing anything. You simply need to recharge the battery after the installation of the new battery. Samsung does not do the same thing that Apple does with the logic board and battery programmed together to work or disable something on your smartphone. With Samsung devices and their part, everything is free. You replace, it does work. So here's the old back cover that I removed. It wasn't cracked while removing the back cover, and I simply heated the double-sided tape that was already on the back of this back cover, and after that I will simply align the back cover with the Galaxy S24 Ultra frame and then apply some pressure for the back cover to stick on the back of the Galaxy S24 Ultra. If your back cover doesn't have double-sided tape that can be reused, you simply need a new double-sided tape in order to seal the back of your S24 Ultra.